Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Let me just make sure I got this set up here in the usual fashion. Welcome, welcome. I guess we're doing this. So, why wait when the moment is here? So, welcome to my Facebook Live Creative Flow Day. I want to just make a few comments. First of all, yoga is much more than just asana, than just the postures, right? You've got the breath, you've got the awareness. Awareness is really the key. And that's, if you want to say, there's a principle right at the center of our yoga practice. That would be one way of talking about our awareness. The more awareness we have about who we really are and how we're relating to our reality, objective and subjective, and to see that they are interrelated and that a lot of times the subjective gets in the way of connecting with the true objective. Some people might say there is no objective reality. However, I would beg to differ and say it's a way of finding that they are intertwined. We are intertwined with the deeper reality of ourselves and the deeper reality of our existence. And so when we talk about that deeper awareness, it gets a little heady and philosophical. You know, I like to do that every now and then. And so just have that sense when you're practicing that it's not just your body you're working with. You're working with all those different levels of your being, right? Physical, energetic, mental, emotional, and deep internal awareness. So that ultimately we're working towards gaining higher consciousness or more consciousness. So that's my little talk to begin with. Those of you that come look at this in the future, you can just put up with a little talk, right? So this creative flow will just be a kind of slow flow Raji style. So what I want you to do first is exhale and just touch your fingertips below your navel. Focus in deep. Then with your inhale, bring your arms out wide, like you're pointing towards the top of your head. Pause for a moment at the end of the inhale. The fingertips at the top of the head. Focus at the top of the head. Exhale, bring your hands back down to your lower belly. Inhale deeply again. This is called prana mudra, where you just expand with your inhale, and this time bring your fingertips to your brow. You're pausing at the end of the inhale. Focus right into the center of the head. Connect up the energy there. Exhale all the way back down to touching below your navel and connect deep into your core at the end of the exhale. Inhale, reach your arms wide and up. We're just going to do this a couple more times. And this time, come all the way just in front of your throat. Again, pause. And you just find your own rhythm. Pausing at the end of the inhale, focusing on bringing the energy up into your throat, your head. Exhale, back down, and touch back into your lower belly. One last one. We're going to go all the way up and around, and this time we're going to come to the heart. Right? So it's big, expansive inhale. Keep inhaling, and at the end of the inhale, you pause and hold that deeper intention, that awareness, the multidimensional being that you are. Good. Exhale, bring your palms together, and just let your head bow towards your heart. Okay, we're going to start into some movement here. So interlace your fingers, exhale and round your spine, flex your spine, drop your chin in. Then inhale, interlace behind, and extend your spine, lift your heart. And just flow like this a couple times. Exhale, rounding in. Connect deep into your core. Interlace behind. Inhale, expand and activate into your back. Right? You activate those rhomboids and bring awareness up into your center of your head. Exhale. We'll do one last round like this. Exhale, round in. Inhale and extend. Good. When you're ready, release and just bring your feet wider than your mat, if you're on your mat, right? Or just on the floor, wide, and have your hands behind you. You can have your fingers turned out and go exhale, knees to one side. Inhale, center. Exhale, side. Inhale, center. Just flow like that. It's a classic movement pattern we love to do. I love to do it. Really great for your hips and your sacroiliac joint. Okay, then drop your knees over to the right and kick the left foot back. Now on Facebook this gets confusing with lefts and rights, but so you just drop to one side and that other leg just kick it away. Okay, then let's go into bring the knee in, exhale towards your chest, towards your head. Inhale, kick it away behind you. Exhale in. Inhale, kick away. Exhale in. Now kick away. Some of you did this with me in class the other day. So just reach back, stay in this gentle back bend, reaching like you could touch that foot. Some of you could probably do it. So look back. Just opening across the pectoralis line there to the bicep and through the hip flexors gently, right? So then come back when you're ready, and we'll go back to this windshield wiper pattern. So you go exhale side, inhale center. You would call this feel-good yoga, and hopefully it is. We want it to feel good, right? So then drop to the other side, what you just did. Doesn't matter left or right in this case, right? So you're going to go kick that back leg away from you. It's all about the range that feels right for you, right? So then exhale, bring it in. So you're working those hip flexors gently, then you're extending and releasing through those hip flexors. Exhale in. Inhale back. We just did 3 rounds, right? Exhale in. Inhale back, because I have to be efficient. So reach back. You can touch that back foot possibly. Just open, look back. The problem, I get into yoga time here and just slow everything down. And so come back to neutral, bring your heels in. And so I think it's 20 minutes, or that it's going to be 20 minutes, but it ends up being longer because I think things are going to go faster than they do. So, if that made sense to you. So you have your heels in and your knees out, your hands behind you. Again, you have your fingers pointing out. Inhale, and open it. Open the knees, open your heart. You can look up if you want, or just keep your chin, and then exhale, round in again. Inhale, open. Exhale, round in. Okay, one last time. Inhale, open, and stay there. Just feels so good. Releasing those adductors, opening fully in the chest. Okay, then bring your knees together and let's float the legs. Hold the backs of the legs. So you're doing a boat prep position. Spin the inner thighs away from you, and let's just do a little kicking here. So you go exhale, kick one leg out. You're still floating, right? Inhale back in. Exhale, kick out. Now if you want to bring it a little higher, do that. So just warming up the hamstring stretch. Exhale, kick, and bring it maybe a little higher. Inhale, release. Exhale, kick, alternating. Now this could be done faster, but I'm doing it nice and slow on purpose, right? One last back and forth. Exhale, kick. Good. And release. So let's come back to a child's pose. from your child's pose, reach your hands forward, and then we're going to come to all fours. Inhale, take the right leg or one leg back. Again, it won't matter which one you're doing, just take one leg straight back. Then exhale, bring your knee, that back knee in towards your head, and then tuck your toes under, set the knee, and sit onto the heel. I don't know if you can see that my toes are tucked under here. Okay, so then you keep, so whichever knee you have forward, keep the opposite hand down, and then just reach back into this gentle twist. Just a couple breaths, looking back. Good. Reset the hands, come back to all fours and kick that leg straight back behind you. Almost went to a downward dog here. And then exhale into a cat. Good, let's go to the other side. The other leg back, inhale. Exhale, bring the knee in. Then you got those toes tucked under, set the knee, set the ball of the foot. Sit back onto that heel. So whatever knee is forward, keep the opposite hand down, and then reach back into twist. Look back. Just a couple breaths here. And just opening across the front of that pectoralis, that chest, and tuck that shoulder blade in. Okay, and then plant the hands and come back to all fours and kick that leg that you had forward just straight behind you. Inhale, and then round it into the cat. Exhale. Inhale into the cow, your heart forward. Exhale to child's pose, sitting back. With one inhale, come through all fours and go right to downward dog. So you're inhaling into the downward dog. Tuck your toes. Inhale fully. And then knees down. Exhale fully all the way to child's pose again. Just point your toes. Sit back. Do that again. So you can go for inhale. Keep inhaling. Tuck your toes and go all the way to downward dog. Not that long of an inhale, right? Good. And then just stay here. Lengthen through. While we're here, just take one knee and bring it towards your chest, towards your head. Hold for a moment. Don't hold your breath though. And then bring it back. And then the other knee. You're trying to keep the shape of the downward dog. You're just bringing the knee in. So you feel that opposite calf really stretch. Good. And then go back. Downward dog. Okay, from the downward dog, walk your feet forward and have your feet right at the edges of your mat. Okay. It's okay to have a little bend in the knees. So go flat back, center the left hand, and reach the right arm up. So a little bit of bending. You might feel like it works to bend the leg of the hand that you have down. Hopefully that made sense to you. So you're twisting, turning, looking up. Good. When you're ready, bring your hands down and I'm going to say right foot back. Yeah, I'm going to confuse everyone here, right? So come up into the lunge. Drop your back knee and reach up. And then gentle lunge. Okay, so then bring the opposite hand onto the thigh that's in front and just leaning forward and reach that back hand away like we were doing in that knee down position, very similar, lengthening up to the top of the head. Good, bring both hands inside of that front foot and then let's take that front foot out to the side, and then so it's directly out from your knee. Come up, turn the toes of the foot out. Let me just shift a little bit here. And then lean sideways into that. So you're just leaning and reach, lengthen, do a side bend, lateral lengthening. you're ready, set the hands at the top of the mat, come back to a plank. Hold for a moment. Now this is where those of you that like to do chaturangas, you're welcome to, or you can do knees down, heart down. And then let's go to upward dog. So you go over the toes, press the hands, press the feet down, and come back to downward dog. Exhale. Walk your feet forward between your, or not between your hands, outside, so the outsides of the mat. Flat back. We're going to do this whole thing on the other side now. So the other hand comes down. You have to think it through a little bit. Now if you want to bend a knee a little, you just turn, look up. Twist. Okay. Now you're going to have to bring the other foot back. So I'm just saying that because you don't want to get too confused with lefts and rights. So just do the other lunge and lean into it. So drop the back knee, hips forward, reach up. Good, and then bring the opposite hand onto the thigh, push off a little bit, and reach back. And just keep settling your hips forward as you reach back, look back. Good. You ready? Bring your hands down inside of that front foot. Bring that front foot out to the side, so it's straight out from your knee. Come up, turn the toes out, toes on the outside there, and just lean into it. And then the opposite arm reaches into this lateral. It's like a side angle pose, but down on the knee. Right? Just lengthen and reach. Get some good opening through your hips here. Good. When you're ready, set the hands and come back to plank. Hold for a moment. Engage legs, engage core, widen across your chest, shoulder blades on your ribs, and then you can choose your transition. Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Exhale, and upward dog. Press away. Inhale. Downward dog. Exhale. Okay, so we're going to do a little pigeon transition here. So we're going to go, here it gets confusing again. So I'm going to take my left knee forward, but it may look like a right knee. So just take your knee forward, sit into the pigeon for a moment. But then, instead of staying in the pigeon very long, because we have a short program here, what I'm going to have you do is just bring that back leg around, okay? So kick it straight. The bent knee, just bring it a little further back and go gently sideways over that extended leg. Now, it just depends on you, how deep you go. You just slide your hand along the inside of the leg. That back hand could reach overhead, like we were doing in that lateral pose. You're just going lateral again. Wherever you can get to is fine. You just keep leaning up. Good. Then sit up and turn. Face the front. Square off and reach. That hand you were just reaching laterally, reach it across to the outside of your front leg and turn. Good. All right, so then release, and let's come to the other side of this whole pattern. Okay, so you got your other leg forward. I have to kind of get to the finish of this here. So you go leg straight out in front, You have your bent knee going back and going to the side bend. And lean and reach. It's Janu Shishasana, which Iyengar calls Parivrtta Janu Shishasana. Just lengthening, reaching, and however deep you can go. You may not be like really super warmed up, but just feel what feels right for you. And then sit up, square off towards the front, and reach. So the hand that you're reaching laterally, reach it across. Outside of your leg or your foot. The other hand outside of your hip, and just turn gently towards the twist. So you're leaning forward and turning the twist. Good. Okay, so I can't help myself but to do a couple last poses. So we'll come back to this windshield wiper pattern. So you just go back and forth. And then when you're ready, drop your knees to the right. Left foot is tucked into Virasana, so you might have to sit up on something for this. Right foot comes in by your thigh, or maybe bring it towards the half lotus. Only do the half lotus if you're comfortable. So usually, if I'm not super ready for it, I'll just keep the foot right by the thigh. And now let's turn all the way. So it doesn't matter really which side you're doing, as long as you've got your knees to the side, and then you've got one foot back, and so you turn, and so you can wrap this twist a little deeper. Reach across, maybe reach for that lotus foot or your thigh, lengthen up. Keep trying to ground into your sit bones. Good. Release. Come back to this pattern where you go back and forth. Drop your knees to the left. Again, hopefully it's not too confusing when you're seeing this. You might have to just think right instead of left. So one foot goes back to Virasana position. Maybe sit up on something. The other foot, you're right by your thigh, or bring it towards the half lotus. Don't force it. So better to stay without the lotus if it doesn't feel right. So then turn all the way towards that half lotus leg, or Janu Shishasana leg. So you just come across and wrap that back hand all the way back. See if you can get a hold of your thigh or your foot there. Turn and look back. Ground down evenly. Lift the sternum, lift the top of the head. Turn. Good. And then release. So just come one final stop. We're going to go heels in, knees out. And so turn towards one knee, and then the opposite hand gently pushes against the thigh. Again, if the thigh is up, it's all right. But just go easy, push away. Ease that leg towards the floor, just opening through your adductors again. Good, and then we'll go to the other side. Face the other knee, and gently push that opposite thigh away and down. Okay, now to wrap up today, just come to sitting again, in a comfortable cross-legged sitting position. Maybe all that hip work makes you feel even more comfortable. And so let's end the way we started. Just take a moment to exhale, touch deep down below your navel. Then inhale, reach up wide. Touch the top of the head. Pausing at the end of the inhale. Focusing at the top of the head. Exhale, come back down and touch below your navel. Inhale, reach up, wide, touch right at the brow, focusing at the brow. Exhale, back down. You can just do this at your own pace. Inhale, reach up, big reach, and then focus, bring it right into your throat. Pause. You're lifting the energy up from your core all the way up to the top of that. Exhale, come back down, touch below your navel. Inhale. Last one, reach up. Hold it, keep inhaling, and then touch into the sternum, fingertips at the sternum, pause, hold, that deeper inner connection. Exhale, bring your palms together, if you choose to, or you could bring your hands across your chest. And just connecting to that deeper, more wide interpretation of what this practice is all about, to help shift your awareness, your perception, and your physical health. So I'll leave it there. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day. Namaste. Hi, Wenjong. Good to see you.